Alrighty. What is going on, everybody? This is JDL Productions, and we have yet another smoke alarm unboxing, the second one of this week. So, let's just go ahead and get right into it. And for the unit that's in this box, it's abnormally large. So, you guys are just gonna see what it is. Well, if you read the title, you probably already know what it is, but you will get a better glimpse of it in just a second. There we go. I couldn't even see the cut line on the center of the box. And we got this paper here. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And the unit itself is actually wrapped in paper, so I guess we'll just throw that off to the side as usual. And let me go ahead and close this knife up, just so I don't have a random open knife, because that's a great look. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this up. Actually, I might need the knife again, now that I come to realize it. So let's go ahead and cut this open. See if I can do it without damaging the actual unit, because that's not what I want to do. And we got another layer. You can kind of see the unit in there a little bit, but let's see if we can get this second layer off here. Once again, hopefully without cutting the actual unit, or damaging it, or damaging the cord. Because, like I said, that's kind of what I'm trying not to do. Alright. Finally got it. So, let's go ahead and put all this crap off to the side. And once again, put my knife away. Alright, so this, you might recognize this. A couple other people have it. Actually, a few other people have one of these, but only one other person has a video of it, and that is BA&F Vintage. This is a KF Industries smoke detector, and as you can see, it is very, very small. Like, just for size comparison, this is the remote to my Amazon Fire TV. There you go. That's how small it is. It's very, very small. So, yeah, like I said, only one other person has a video of this. A few other people own these, but only one person has a video of it, and that is BA&F Vintage. Now, what's interesting about this one, let me kind of zoom in a little bit here and focus it in, because, once again, manual focus. What's interesting about mine is most people's that they own, the model number of theirs is 525. However, if we flip this one over, this one's model is 535-1. And this one is surprisingly not labeled under Save a Life like a lot of others are. This one is just KF Industries. So that is very interesting. I'm honestly not sure what the difference is, because just looking at it externally, it's pretty much identical. There's nothing really that much different about it. So we are going to open it up and see if we can spot what the difference is, and it's being held together by these bolts. So I might have to go find a wrench. They really don't make it that easy, do they? So, I'll be right back. Alright, so as you can see, I got the bolts out. I had to find the right size nut to do it with, but once I found it, they were pretty easy. I didn't even have to use like a screwdriver or anything, or like a driver for the nut. So, let's go ahead and put these screws off to the side, hopefully somewhere where I don't lose them, because I know that if I leave them on my bed, I probably will. So, so let's go ahead and take this cover off, which is pretty simple. I'm pretty sure you just kind of lift it. And let's see if we can spot the difference, because like I said, this one has a completely different model number from some of the other ones we've seen, or at least the ones that most other people own. Wow. So, very interesting. This one is a little different. First of all, most of the other ones I've seen do not have this part up here. I don't even know what to call this, but yeah, most of the other ones I've seen do not have this part here. This sort of lift up piece and these two, it's almost like paper. That is very interesting. Okay. So this one does appear to use a Delta alarm, as you can see right there. It is very dusty on the inside. There's your transformer right there. Let's see if I can focus this in a little better. So that right there is your transformer, and like I said, it is very dusty. I might try to clean it a little bit. There's your heat sensor right there. And here is your gas/smoke sensor, which this, as far as I know, actually detects both. They're just both sort of integrated into this little sensor here. So that's very interesting. And here's your bulb. On the listing photos, they actually plugged it in, and it looked like the bulb works. So I'm assuming it does. Yeah, this is very interesting, and the wires here are all sort of a mess. I'm actually not sure what all this is up here, because on most of the other ones I've seen, they do not have all of this stuff up here. So if anybody could tell me what this is up here, like this whole little thing, I would really appreciate that, because I have no idea what this is, but the other ones I've seen do not have that. But for the most part, this thing is pretty similar, and there's these two giant capacitors here, which kind of makes a lot of sense with all the different circuits. But yeah, this thing is very interesting. I'm actually going to be right back. I'm going to see if I can try getting some of this dust out, so maybe it'll help it not false as much, potentially. So I'll be right back. Alright, well, I'm not sure if too much of a difference can be spotted, but it does look a little better than it did. So, I don't really know what else there is to say about this. I am going to go ahead and screw the cover back on. See if I can focus it in a little better. Because once again, manual focus, I know. It's kind of annoying. Hopefully once I get a new phone, I won't have to use the manual focus. The only reason I really use it on this phone, or, well, I use the Pro Video mode on my Android phone. The only reason why is because the back microphone on this phone is a piece of garbage. It kind of makes the alarms sound all distorted and ear rapey, and it's kind of annoying. So so I have to put it in Pro mode to disable that microphone, so I only use the front mic, or the good mic. So yeah, let's see if I can I get this cover back on? And this is not easy to get back on. Wow. I'm really trying here. Wow, okay, I'm going to pause this while I try to get the cover back on. Okay, well, that took me a minute. Probably not going to be opening that back up again for a while. Yeah, that was really difficult to get back on. I hope I didn't, like, damage anything on the inside trying to do it, because it kind of sounded like I did. I heard sort of a crunch when I put the cover back on, so hopefully I didn't damage anything. But we are going to go ahead and plug this thing in, which here's the plug right here. And if you watched BANF Vintage's video, he probably described what this is. This is a kind of an old school tamper resistant feature. So what you do is I think you like screw this into the back box, and it sort of prevents this thing from being unplugged. It's kind of interesting. But let's go ahead and plug this thing in. I'm actually going to grab some ear protection because these use Delta alarms, and they aren't exactly pleasing to the ears. At least if you don't have any ear protection on. So I got my ear protection on, and we are going to plug this thing in, and hopefully it works. All right, so not sure if you can see it there, but the bulb is lit. I'm actually going to try turning the ISO down on my camera a little bit so you can see it a little better. There we go. Turned it down to 50. Yeah, you can see the bulb is lit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some smoke tester, and we are going to set this thing off. I'm surprised it didn't false with all the dust that was in there. Maybe that's kind of why I cleaned it out, to kind of prevent that a little bit. But I'm surprised there's still not some in there making it false, because I don't know how well I did clean it. But we are going to go ahead and set this thing off. So 3, 2, 1... Does it work? Try it one more time. Huh. That is very odd. It's not going off. Maybe this is just a gas detector? Is there like not enough of the smoke chemical left in this? Huh, that is... I don't know why it's not going off. I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and I'm going to try drying the sensor off a little better. Or not drying it off a little better, but dusting it off a little better, and I'm going to see if that does anything. Okay, so I cleaned the sensor off, and we're going to try using a different kind of canned smoke this time. I'm not sure if it'll really make a difference. I don't know. Maybe this one's just a gas detector, because I've never really been able to find any patents anywhere that have all the model numbers of these listed, so this might just be a gas model. I don't know, or like a gas and heat model. Maybe it's like not even a smoke alarm. So let's try one more time. There we go. Okay, well, I'm not sure what took it so long, but I finally got it to go off, as you heard. Yeah, maybe it's the smoke centurion that I was using. Maybe it's running out of the actual aerosol, or like the smoke chemical that actually acts as the smoke. But oh, now it's falsing. Okay, well, I'm gonna unplug that because it now appears to be falsing. But yeah, I don't really know what else there's to say about this. Now there is one other model that does not look like this, and it's actually a round model. Enlund owns a couple of them. I forgot what their model number is, but they're actually much larger, and they have a shape that's kind of resemblant to the early guard units, and they have sort of like a front kind of grill on them. They're pretty interesting. He does have a video of them, so if you want to look that up, he does have a video. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure those were made like much later than these ones. It would make a lot of sense. But yeah, so those are like kind of the two different types of KF Industries units that we really know of. Like I said, this is one of like three, because this one has a different model number. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's that sort of weird thing going on at the top there. But yeah, so I don't really know what else there's to say. That is the KF Industries 535-1 smoke, heat, and gas detector. from the early 70s. So there you go.